Hi friends, welcome back to the Hangout. Now before we dive into this episode, I want to make sure that you are caught up with the latest season of High School Musical, the series, because there will be spoilers in this episode. Now, if you haven't caught up, go watch it and then come back and hang out. Also, this video is not sponsored, but I wanted to give a special shout out to Disney Plus for helping out and making these episodes possible. Now, let's get into it. I love the shirt. I love the patterns.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I told my stylist I need patterns, and so here we are.
Today, we've got a guy who loves basketball and musical theater just as much as Troy Bolton himself. He
Honestly?
plays EJ. Yes, he plays EJ on this Disney Plus show. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called High School Musical, the series. 2 episodes out already. This episode will have spoilers. Let's welcome Matt Cornett to the show. How are you?
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Before I want to dive in, I want to check in. Are you staying hydrated? Are you taking your breaks?
Well, breaks, yes. Hydrated, I have gone through a bottle and a half of water, so
Should we drink some water?
let's drink some water. Here, I'll get a little gulp.
Yeah, stay hydrated.
Great. This water's been sitting here all day, and it's nice and
No!
warm. There's nothing like a nice sip of warm water.
Warm water. Okay. Great way to start off. I want to quickly make sure we're all chill and relaxed for this podcast. We're going to give me your best audition warm up. Ma.
Oh, okay. I got you. Ma. See, it's
You
just
got it.
great. It's great.
You're a veteran. You know how to
Honestly,
do it.
why does that hype me up more than it actually relaxes me? I'm ready to go now.
I guess it's a hype. It's a hype thing because like High School
Honestly,
Musical,
yeah,
of
it
course,
is.
it's forever iconic.
True.
Okay, episode 2 is out now. We see EJ auditioning for his last spring musical at East High. What is running through your mind during this? Like, is it gonna be EJ's last season? It better not be.
Yeah, I honestly, who knows? I mean, I think Tim Federle, the guy who created the show, has plenty of ideas up his sleeve. And honestly, I don't even know what the future of the show or EJ is. So it's just as much news as it is for you that it is to me. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm excited.
Okay.
I mean, this season, yeah, especially when he's auditioning, I think he's trying to take in every little moment because, he knows this possibly could be his last time with these people. And yeah, I think he's just trying to take in every single moment. Sometimes a little bit, he kind of really gets in with it a little more than he needs to. He milks the moment a lot more than he needs to sometimes. But that's EJ. He's gotta make a big deal out of everything.
He's a musical theater nerd, so of course you got to be dramatic over everything. There's no holding back.
Absolutely.
I want to talk about the bell sequence. So fun. You guys literally, it was the best sequence like to date. What was it like finding your inner Gaston?
Well, first of all, I have to say the bell sequence, that's all Kimberly McCullough. She is the one that directed the episode, directed that whole number, and we have all seen it, and it looks, so great. I hope everybody has seen it at this point, and I hope everybody loves it. Yeah, I mean, listen, Gaston is so much fun to do. I think it was a blast getting to throw on the big baritone voice and get into that. And I just had to hop into a little bit of season 1 EJ to get, kind of the cockiness back a little bit. I think this season EJ's trying to kind of come down to earth a little bit. So just had to hop back to season 1 really quick, get the cockiness back, and Gaston's there.
From season 1 to season 2 now, what was it like diving back into the character, also figuring it out a little bit more because we're expanding and we're getting to know each character a lot more? What was it like?
Yeah, that's arguably my favorite thing about this season, other than the music, is just the fact that this season we get to dive so much deeper into each character's personal lives outside of school and outside of the show within the show. And I think it's really, really fun and really great stuff to kind of make the show a little bit more relatable, because you get to see deeper into each character's, struggles and changes and everything like that. And it's things that I think people all around the world will be able to identify with each character's struggle and change. Yeah, but I mean, for EJ personally, it was so great getting to kind of get back into the EJ mindset. And like I said, this season, he's kind of changing a little bit and trying to focus on what's more important, in his life. And I think that he is learning that it is not all about himself. And he is learning that he does not have to put on this fake facade of this perfect human being to impress people, and just be himself and just embrace every bit that he is. So yeah, I think there's a lot of change incoming for EJ this season.
I love it because watching this show, I don't know, everyone who watches it, they can see at least a part of them in like this character, that character. And it's also just so inclusive, and just the diversity in this cast too. What's it like getting to work with all these different talents and creatives every single day, or however often you guys are on set?
It is always an adrenaline rush, I will tell you that, because there's always such just creative juices flowing everywhere. Like everybody on our set, from our cast to our executives and producers to our crew, like everyone is so extremely creative and incredible at what they do. Everybody is so talented at what they do. It's such a blessing to get to work with that every single day, and you learn so much from all these people, whether it's singing or dancing or acting or lighting stuff, just from talking to some of the lighting guys, and just everything. Like it's honestly, it's amazing.
What was it like for you stepping into the recording booth for the first time? Because I guess this was technically your first professional like music sort of situation. What was that like for you?
Yeah, so season one, it was a joy and a whole ride, because it definitely was my first professional singing bit. And yeah, it was a ton of fun. My first studio session, was with an incredible producer, and for an incredible song that I just loved so much. And I can't say too much about it actually, because we didn't end up using it in season one. So we'll see. Hopefully I might get in trouble for even saying that. So I don't know, but hopefully I don't. Yeah, no, it was a blast. And I learned so much from everyone. And, everyone on the show is such incredible artists and singers. And, Josh is actually kind of giving me some tips and pointers for writing a song right now. I've kind of been trying to work on writing something. I want to write something so bad. I've got like a little guitar melody going, and I'm like, Josh, I need help with lyrics. Give me lyrics.
Amazing. Yeah, I want to talk about your own music, because you have been wanting to create your own stuff. And I was just going to ask, like, has the cast given you any tips or advice for navigating and creating stuff?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And just not only in music, but in every aspect. This show is kind of my first experience with dancing as well, and everyone is such incredible dancers. And Sophia Wiley has given me so many tips and pointers, because she's like the best dancer I've ever seen in my life. So I've gotten some tips from her, and yeah, on the music front, I've gotten a little bit of not only technical things to work on and focus on, but also just kind of creative ideas to work around, and kind of the best way to kind of start to maybe think about writing a song, or bring it from certain places or certain thoughts or memories or whatever. And there's so much that goes into it that people just don't realize. And actually, I was lucky enough to go to the studio with Josh when he recorded one of his songs for his EP that just came out. And like getting to watch Josh do what he does. First of all, he's so good. Getting to see him kind of like put his input into every little thing, to change every little thing. And like there'll be one thing that I'm like, gosh, that's so good. And he's like, no, we need to change this. We need to do this and this and that. And I'm like, if that was me, I would have just kept it, because I would have thought it was great. And then he changes all these things, and it's even better. So it just impresses me so much.
That's crazy. Yeah, I guess like sometimes people think it's as easy as just picking up a guitar, writing a melody, whatever. But like there's just so many different levels.
There's so many layers to it. Yeah.
For our show, The Hangout, we always want to discover the impact that music has on every single artist and guest that we have on the show. For you, how has music kind of changed your life, and also just being on a musical show too?
Yeah, I mean, music is, I have always loved music, but even more so through this show, I've grown closer to music. It is such a great universal language for everything. And I feel like it kind of helps you I mean, it's helped me personally get through a lot of different things in life. And I feel like music is such an easy thing to connect with, especially really, well-written music and well-produced music. Like it brings out so many different emotions in me. And I feel like in everybody, everybody has songs that they cry to. Everybody has songs that when they're hyped and pumped, they want to listen to. Certain songs for the gym. Like music is so great. And especially through this experience with the show, like learning so much more about music now, it's such an honor.
I want to jump back to talking about Josh because technically you had auditioned for Ricky initially. So if you had gotten that role, Josh wouldn't have been here. You wouldn't have all of this advice and everything.
Right?
What was that experience like? Everything happens for a reason.
Of course, everything happens for a reason. I'm not mad at it. I'm very happy playing EJ. Very happy Josh is, playing Ricky, and in my life, he's my best friend. He's such a great dude. And it's definitely interesting because I did audition for Ricky originally, and didn't hear anything. I auditioned for Ricky, got a call back, and then didn't hear anything for like 3 months. And I was like, I probably didn't get it, whatever. And then they called and asked me to come in and read for EJ. And I was like, oh, okay, great. And then I love this so much is Tim always says that Josh was the first Ricky that they saw. And from that moment on, they were like, okay, we don't need any other Rickies. And I'm like, if Josh was the first Ricky you saw and I still came in an audition, what? But I'm not going to complain because I know that moment led to me coming in for EJ. So I'm super happy with it. But yeah, no, I don't even remember what the rest of the question was, but yeah.
Yeah, no, did you have any like chemistry reads? Like who were you reading with and everything?
Yeah, so kind of throughout the audition process, actually, whenever I originally went in and chemistry read with Julia Lester, who plays Ashlyn, nice. And my cousin, and she was the first person like officially cast that I met before I was cast, and she was so great, and I feel like we had such a great connection from the get-go and from the start, and she's so incredible. I love her so much, and we just had so much fun. There was me and one other guy, auditioning for EJ, and afterwards I kind of talked to her, and she was like, yeah, you guys are both great, and he's a great guy, but I just had so much fun with you. And I'm like, thank you so much. Can you tell them that so that I kind of book this?
Yeah, that's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Yeah. And then I went in and read with I almost said Ricky, but Ricky, Josh and Olivia. And there was one other girl auditioning for Nini as well. And when I walked into that room, I saw Josh and I was like, great. There's another guy here for EJ. He's a good looking guy. He has a guitar. I can, hear him singing his little songs here and there. And then we got to talking. He was like, yeah, I've been cast as Ricky. And I was like, oh, so you're not here for EJ.
This is my time to shine.
All right. Sweet. All right. Good to meet you.
I love that. We were talking about season 2 and how this is like EJ's last year, or maybe last year. Who knows? We don't know.
Hopefully not.
Speculating.
Hopefully
not. We're speculating. For EJ's future, what do you want to see him kind of explore maybe after East High?
That is a great question. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think EJ even knows what he wants to do. I think EJ really wants to stick with the group. And I think you kind of start to see as the rest of the season goes on that he's really not ready to leave, and he's not ready to, not be a part of everything anymore. I think he really grew close with a lot of these people and just has such great relationships with them all. I think he would love to, do a bunch of different things. And there's some things this season that I can't talk too much about because you haven't seen them yet, but they are some things that I think EJ really enjoys, and I think that he would enjoy doing, for the future. And that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to get in trouble.
We're so excited. Like even just like at New Year's when you guys were doing the High School Musical 2 medley, I'm just like, okay, guys, this is the crew. This is like the musical theater crew. We just need all these like group sessions. I guess, for yourself with EJ trying to embrace every single moment. How were you in the moment every single day when you were on set and really embracing all of it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's for sure the thing. Cause if EJ isn't back, I'm not back. And so I, even though I I've talked to Tim, and I know Tim has so many different ideas for different things. You never know. And I definitely was trying to play a little bit of the EJ and just take in every single moment that I possibly could. But yeah, no, it was always so much fun. And literally being on set with everybody was always a party and always a blast. And like you said, that the medley was, is really who we are. That was literally just us having fun, goofing off, and like just, hanging out, and cameras happen to capture it.
Are you guys singing live on set when you're doing these musical numbers?
Some of them are live, yeah. Some of them are pre-recorded just because it's a little harder to do live.
Totally.
And like, like timing and everything like that. But some of them are definitely live, and it's when they're live, it's definitely hectic because the pressure's on. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and yeah, there's so many different musical numbers this season that I'm so excited for everyone to see, and some that just will make you absolutely sob, and some that will make you laugh. And like, oh, there's so much.
Yeah, am I going to be crying in the next coming episode? Should I get my tissue box?
You should have your tissue box ready for just about every episode, because this season is deep and it's great.
Okay, we got to brace ourselves, because
I
mean, like, yeah, last season was intense. This season,
this season is like next level. Like they took season 1, okay? They took season 1 and like took the little dial over here and like was gonna go up 1 notch, but like accidentally tripped and like turned it up 20 notches. So that's where we're at in season 2. It's like season 1's here, season 2's like out of the frame up here.
Oh my God. Yeah, because you guys are expanding your casts and your locations and everything. What would you say is your favorite set to be on this season?
This season, I had a favorite location that we filmed at. I can't say too much because it's episode 5. You guys haven't seen it yet.
Oh, no.
But get ready for episode 5. It's one of my favorite episodes. It's a beautiful, beautiful episode, a huge episode. And we got to film at a really, really cool location for it. It was just fun being there in general. It was freezing because it was the middle of winter in Utah, and snowing and freezing, but we made it work, and it was so much fun.
Oh, that's so excited. I want to talk about your brother who helped you kind of get into the acting world and chase your dreams. How proud is he of you right now? Like, watching all this back.
Yeah, I mean, my brother and my sister, my brother and I all, like, I'm really close with both of my siblings, and but yeah, my brother, him and I are like best friends. He's 8 years older than me, but I still treat him like a best friend, and he treats me like a best friend. And I talk to him almost on a daily basis, and he's so extremely proud of me. He's like, I'm constantly telling my friends about you and about your show, and like all of his I mean, he's 30 years old, and all of his friends are in their 30s and watch the show, and it's like, it's so great. It's really awesome, and I'm like so extremely thankful for him, because without him and helping me, kind of get out to California, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in, and I wouldn't have been able to start acting in the first place. So yeah, I'm very, very thankful for him, for sure.
That's amazing. When you get a new script, when you are getting these weekly, or I don't know how often you guys get these new scripts, what is your favorite part when you're reading the new situations, the new characters coming in left and right? What's going through your mind?
Yeah, no, so it's always, so we have a big like group chat with the cast, and every single time we know that there's a script coming in on a certain day, because we always do table reads, like we get together and all kind of read through the script for the first time, and we always get the script the night before the table read so that we have time to read it first and like, go through it. And so we always know that it's coming on a certain day. Like if our table reads on Wednesday, Tuesday, we all get to work and we're like, okay, script's going to be here today. It's going to be in our email today. And sometimes it's crazy because some people will be at work when we get it, and some people will be at home not filming that day. And so people that are at home not filming will be texting in the group chat saying like, oh my gosh, the script is so good, so good. And everybody that's working, we're like, stop, I don't want to know yet. I want to read it tonight. And it's always hectic. It's always good to kind of get into it, and we all like will send pictures of like anything that's like you literally making us cry. We'll send a picture of us just sobbing reading the script, and also at the table reads, it's the first time we hear all the music in each episode, and it's just always so good and so exciting, and we're always stoked to get the new script.
What do you think is your favorite part of playing different characters and being an actor?
I think in general, my favorite part is just getting to make things and projects to give people an escape and give people something to laugh at or cry at, or just have that bit of an escape to not have to worry about what's happening in their lives. If they just need a break to just relax, sit down, watch a TV show, watch a movie, whatever it is. I know I need that often, and it's really nice to get to kind of sit down and just kind of forget about what's happening in life for a second. And also it's always such a blessing, because I've met a bunch of people that have come up to me and just been like, your show has helped me in so many different ways, and like it has really inspired me to do this or do that. Or I know there's been a few people that I've met that have been like, I've always wanted to do theater, but I've been scared to because of this and that, and your show has like really inspired me to like want to go and be a part of a theater family, because I think our show truly like really shows how a theater family is, because everybody is such a family in theater, and there's no judgment, there's no pressure, there's none of that. It's just everyone's so supportive and loving of each other.
Yeah, it's so good. Let's play some scenario rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
Just to, like, have some fun. We're gonna tie in a little bit of the episodes with it as well. But
Right.
Okay, first question is, you're a director at Coachella. Who are the 3 artists that are headlining the show?
At Coachella, okay, Justin Bieber, because I love Justin Bieber right now. Let's see, Justin Bieber. Post Malone's great. Love Post Malone.
Nice.
And I love country music, and I don't think there's ever really a lot of country music at Coachella, but I'll say Luke Combs. We're gonna throw some country in there.
Nice. You're in a coma after attending this crazy festival that you just put on. What's the one song that will wake you up?
Oh, that's such a good song. Good song. That's such a good question. What I meant to say. I'm in a coma. The one song that's gonna wake me up. Because I don't know why this, like, it's a great song, but I don't know why this song is what comes into my head. But the song is like, wake me up before you go. Yeah, I don't know the rest of the words, but I just know, wake me up before you go. Yeah, that song it sounds perfect to be woken up out of a coma from.
Totally. After being out for so long, it's now Valentine's Day. What is the romantic gesture you would do for your loved one?
I like to think I am quite a hopeful romantic. So probably I was always the guy, with any girl that I liked, that got all the gifts and got the big giant teddy bear and got, the chocolates and the roses and all that. So just like cliche stuff. But I'm a big fan of handwritten notes as well. I think that's a big thing. I think that's just very sentimental in itself. So yeah.
Nice. COVID is now over. Broadway is open again. What is the one show you are watching?
The first ever Broadway show that I ever saw was Dear Evan Hansen. And funny enough, I saw it recently. It was my first time ever, like I think 2019. Yeah, 2019. And hilariously enough, Andrew Barth Feldman, who now is in our show, second season, played Evan that night that I saw at Dear Evan Hansen. Had no clue he was going to be at the show at the time. He came onto our set the first time. He was like, I love you. I'm such a big fan of you. Like, I love the show. And I was like, dude, I'm such a big fan of you. You were Evan in the first Broadway show ever. So we were fangirling over each other. It was a great time.
I love that.
Yeah, we had so much fun. But definitely Dear Evan Hansen. I feel like I need to see Wicked, because everyone talks about how amazing it is and was. And Kate played Glinda in Wicked, Kate Reinders. So I feel like I just need to see Wicked, because I've listened to some of the music and it's real good.
Phenomenal. It's like amazing. Okay, I want to sidetrack from the scenario thing, but what was it like inviting these new cast members in season 2?
It was so great. Everyone is so incredible and just great at what they do, and they're incredible artists, actors, and just people in general. And it was super fun getting to invite new people to the set and hang out with new people and just have these new characters and get to kind of work off of these new people, because as much as we all love each other, like we all know each other, like the main group, we all know each other so well, and we know how we kind of bounce off of each other in a scene and stuff like that. And I think it's always fun to have new characters come in and kind of figure out the vibe when you're filming with them. And it's it's always fun within the show having these people that are coming in that are kind of a little bit maniacal and have some plans that may get some competition started.
Oh my God. Okay. Back to it. Ashlyn talks about it in episode 2, but you're going to Disneyland. Who are you Disney bounding as?
Disney bounding as, honestly, because I think it would be kind of great. I would do Flynn from Tangled. I think Tangled is a great movie, and I think Flynn is a hilarious character.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Flynn. It's honestly not that much of a wardrobe, really. I feel like he wears kind of like normal clothes, but I think it would be fun.
Yeah, I could see it. You guys wrapped on a Friday night. Who is planning? Where are you guys going? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna say probably I could see Josh being the one that like kind of sets something up always, and honestly probably a game night. We have game nights very often. Well, season 1 we had game nights often. Season 2 was a little harder because we it was in the midst of a pandemic. We couldn't really get together as much, so it was definitely a little harder. We had some virtual game nights, which was very fun, playing some Jackbox and all that. But I think either that or going to our favorite restaurant in Salt Lake City.
What's up? What restaurant is that? Is it like an Olive Garden? Are you guys going to Olive Garden? Is that the place?
It's a place that Sophia Wiley actually recommended to us. It's called Yellowfin, and it's cool. so good.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't even know how to say what kind of food it is, but it's real good. I kind of did not like it the first season, and then we came back second season in the beginning, and I went back and like before kind of pre-COVID and all that. And I was like, actually this is real good. Let's keep coming.
Yeah, I'm obsessed. I love it. We're going to wrap it up with one final question. For season 2, what do you want fans to kind of take away from the season, from EJ's character?
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway from season 2 kind of ties in with season 1. Season 1 was all about finding your tribe and finding your group. And I think season 2 is about keeping your tribe and realizing that your tribe and your family is what's most important. I think that the group kind of gets a little blinded by competition and by rivalry. And, with North High and some of the new kids over there, I think they definitely get kind of caught up in that and forget that they have each other, and that's really what's most important. So yeah, just keeping your tribe and finding your tribe. And I'm super excited for everyone to see the music. I really think the music this season is so incredible, and I think everyone is going to absolutely love it.
We're so excited. We're gonna have guests every single week from you guys' show, and we're gonna make it happen.
I love it. I'm ready.
Thank you so much for hanging out. That was Matt Cornett on this week's episode of the Hangout.
Thank you guys. See ya.
Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave us a comment and review on our YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're tuning in from. Make sure to like and subscribe as well so you know when new episodes come out. I would also really appreciate it. You can follow us along on all of our socials at the Hangout CA. That's it for now. We'll see you next week.